Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to the channel today. It's good to have you. Welcome back to all of our subscribers. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us for the very first time, welcome. It's good to have you. Please consider subscribing, hitting that like button. Consider becoming a member here of the channel to receive additional information on how to grow and develop your business. And then to learn more about my company and how we can help take your gym and your business that next level, check out the links below on a variety of ways that you can do this. And one of the things that I would highlight for you there is the Gym Management Playbook. Click on that link to check that out. The Gym Management Playbook really was designed to help you shorten the learning curve, help you maximize bottom line profitability. And it's an ideal tool if you're brand new to the industry, if you're just getting into it, or you're thinking about getting into it, or maybe you're struggling at some of this and you need to get back on course. That can be a great online tool to help you do that. So with that said, let's get into our topic here today, and it's 10 gym sales tactics you should abandon immediately. 10 gym sales tactics you should abandon immediately. All right. And so number one on my list is cold calling. I know a lot of folks, they cold call. I wouldn't say a lot like to. There's a lot to do it, okay? And they don't always do it with success. But here's what I would comment on cold calling. And the reason cold calling is so difficult, I mean, you've received, I'm sure, many calls on your phone that you didn't recognize and you never answered. That kind of becomes a problem. But here's the example. If you'll want to try cold calling, here's what I would suggest. And maybe you sent out a door hanger campaign, to an area. Maybe you sent a direct mail campaign out to an area. Maybe you're sending over some faxes. Maybe you're sending over some emails. Maybe even a text message campaign, might be going out. And so those are numerous ways you can do it. And then you can pick up the phone and say, hey, this is Jim Thomas over here at the local gym. I was calling to confirm that you had received that membership invitation we had sent to your company. And so we send something over, or even something, you mail a letter to them. We mail it to them, whatever, and now we're simply following up. That's how, in many cases, what we've done to kind of warm up a little bit that cold call. That old-fashioned cold call, that's a tough go these days. And if you're doing it like the old-fashioned way, I would abandon that. Okay, but if you want to continue, which I recommend in some cases, actually, it's a great additional resource. Warm it up first. If they have a fax, send them a fax. Send them an email. Send them a text. Okay, mail them a letter. Maybe it's a postcard campaign. Maybe it's a door hanger campaign. Hey, I was calling to make sure that you had received that membership invitation we had delivered to your home. We've had great success with it. Okay. Number two on gym tactics that you should abandon, it's overselling. Okay. Don't make promises you can't keep. Okay. Now, if you can overpromise and then overdeliver, fantastic. You're good to go. But don't start making promises that you can't keep. Don't oversell. Don't let the customer think, oh, you're going to lose 40 pounds in the first month. Okay? Don't even though you may not say it, don't even lead them to believe that, right? But don't oversell it. And essentially, don't make promises that you can't keep. Okay? And what I would use in here, okay, to maybe help mitigate that, use testimonials from customers. Have a testimonial book that you use as part of this, or some kind of a flip chart, on your tablet or something that you can do this with. But we want to stay away from overselling. Okay, it hurts your credibility. You might still make the sale, but you may not get the referrals. You may not get the ancillary sales that you're looking for. Number three, in terms of gym sales tactics that you want to abandon immediately, stop telling and start asking. Okay, that whole mindset of talk, tell doesn't get you anywhere. What we want to do on this tour, when we're talking to our customers, is ask questions. Essentially, you're trying to find out as much about them as you can. Okay, because the thing about selling, it's about solving problems for folks. It's not about education necessarily. A little bit of it maybe, but that's really not what it is. Okay, it's about solving problems, and we can only do that if we're asking questions. Okay, so it's not talk, tell. Don't go on talk overload with your customer. Number 4, gym tactics that you should abandon immediately, is moving too quickly. You know, you have to build value. Okay, and what I mean by building value is we have to show the customer how we're going to solve problems, how we're going to provide solutions. If you're asking your customer to buy before we've done that, you're moving too quickly. And you know, the whole sales process from beginning to end, I would say probably shouldn't take more than 20 minutes. And truthfully, the modern sales approach is fast, quick, easy, friendly. Okay, doesn't mean we skip steps, doesn't mean we rush through it, doesn't mean we move too quickly. We have to follow, you know, certain things. We have to establish value. Now, it'd be great if every person that came in, we could just sit down and show them prices. Okay, but all you're going to do there is you're going to get, you know, what they might call that low-hanging fruit, folks, that you couldn't talk out of it. Okay, so don't move too quickly. You know, we want to make sure we build value first. Number 5 on my list of mistakes and things that we should abandon is thinking that being on social media is enough. You know, seems like so many folks that I talk to, what kind of marketing are we doing? Oh, we're doing this and this, and they're on social media. You know, that's not the only thing out there. Okay, and when everybody else is on it, you know, it starts to dilute it some. Okay, so don't get in that habit of thinking social media is it. Okay, you know, when's the last time you did a press release? You know, think about all the businesses in your area. How many of the businesses in your area in a 3-mile radius are you connected with on, say, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube? How many of those businesses are you doing joint venture co-op marketing programs with? There's an awful lot out there, okay? And those folks also become great ambassadors for you. You know, I think what happens with social media so often, we kind of want social media to do the work for us in many cases. Hey, I'm just going to place the ads, it's all going to be automated, and hey, we're going to get a bunch of phone calls. In most cases, it's never going to be enough. And if you are getting a lot of calls, you know, in many cases, you're paying for that. That's an expensive proposition. So don't just think that being on social media is going to be enough, because from what I've seen, it won't be. Okay. Number 6 of gym sales tactics that you should abandon immediately, okay, is treating marketing like a second-class citizen. Here's the thing about marketing. Marketing, advertising, promotion, prospecting, okay? The number one problem that small business has, the number one problem independent gym owners have, is nobody knows who you are, and those that do, they don't have you at top of mind. And we need to get together a marketing plan of action with the goal being we want everybody in our area to know who we are. Because a strong marketing campaign, you know, as you've heard me say before, it'll keep the door swinging, keep the phone ringing, keep the email dinging, it'll keep the text pinging. Okay? It'll also show support for a loyal and dedicated sales team. It'll help keep competition out of the marketplace. It'll keep other competition back on their heels. Okay? And it's a great way to stay in front of your existing members. Okay? Don't treat marketing like a second-class citizen. This is right there at the top. You know, if I was going to give a gym owner 2 job descriptions, one, make sure your people are paid on time as agreed. I think most know that. Number 2, just like I mentioned, make sure the door's swinging, the phone's ringing, the email's dinging, and the text is pinging. Make sure we're driving traffic into that front door. Because you can have the best facility in the world, and if no one's walking in, it's not going to do you a whole lot of good. So don't treat marketing like a second-class citizen. Okay. Number 7, kind of tagging on that, that sales tactics that we should abandon is relying on marketing to generate all of our leads. We don't rely on marketing to generate all of our leads. We want our staff to generate half of them. Marketing generates the other half. I mean, if I made 100 sales in a month in a club, I would want probably 50 of them to come from my marketing efforts and 50 of them to come from my staff's efforts. And what are my staff's efforts? Well, in large part, referrals, point-of-sale referrals, floor referrals, okay, former members, working those, corporate sales, networking events that they're attending, you know, follow-up, okay? And so don't rely on marketing to generate everything. If you're relying strictly on marketing, okay, we're kind of extracting from the audience who's interested, and we're signing them up. You know, if we want to be productive on this, we want to make sure we're getting referrals and we're really producing. Okay. Number 8, thinking that you're too good to learn new things. And, I see this one a lot, and I talk to folks and they'll say to me, well, Jim, that's not quite how I do it. Okay, is one of the hallmarks of people that really have a high level of success is they're coachable, they're willing to try new things, they're willing to step out of their comfort zone. So sales tactics that you should abandon is thinking that you're too good to learn new things. You can always learn, and the thing is you have to, because things continually evolve and they continually change. Number 9, letting the grind wear you down. Letting the grind wear you down. And the grind is kind of, everything really it has a repetitive nature to it. And we have to stay at it. Even when things aren't going as good as we like, we have to stay at it. Don't let that grind wear you down. And the big message I would give here is protect your number one investment. That's you. Protect your most valuable investment. That's you. Don't let that grind wear you down. And then last on my list of Jim sales tactics that you should abandon immediately, forcing every prospect through the same sales process. Forcing every prospect through the same sales process. So here's what I mean. We have a sales process, or I hope you do. If not, you can research it here on the channel. But we have a sales process. Customer comes in. I'm talking to the customer. Have you ever been into our gym before? Well, yeah, I was in about 2 weeks ago. Or, yeah, I used to be a member here. Okay? They've been in. They know about us. Here's a fair question. Fantastic. Do you have enough information to go ahead and make a decision on membership? Do you have enough information to go ahead and make a decision on membership? Because if they do, and they might, sit down and sign them up. Don't force them through the sales process if they're ready to get started. Okay? And many of your folks that have been in before and have been members before, they may indeed have enough information to get started. So we're not forcing every prospect through that same presentation. Okay, so think about these 10 things. Are we making those mistakes anywhere along the way? Usually we can find something that we can improve upon. All of us can. Okay, so take a look at it. Folks, my name is Jim Thomas. Again, my company is Fitness Management and Consulting. Check out the links below to learn more about how we can help take your business to that next level. And as we close here, I'll give you one link to look at. Look at the prize insurance link. This is one of the most, maybe the most impactful marketing campaigns that we've ever done at clubs. It can literally cost you nothing if done right, and can really dominate a marketplace for you and do some things that you never really thought really possible. So take a look at it, and if you want to discuss it, hit us up in the comments. Be happy to get back with you on that. And again, my name is Jim Thomas. Appreciate you being here, and we look forward to seeing you all in that next video.